Ladies and gentlemen, budding world conquerors, welcome to Risk Global Domination. My name, of course, is Up Potato, and we are going to be sitting down and playing a little bit of Risk today. And, before you say, hey, Up Potato, what are you doing? Why are you playing Risk, which is a board game on the computer? Well, the reason that I am absolutely head over heels for this game is because of the sheer number of maps. So, we're going to be playing on the World War I map to start off with. I think that's going to be pretty exciting. But the sheer amount of maps that you have access to is just incredible. Now, I mean, this game... That's the classic map, by the way. I mean, this game does have some premium maps, and, it will cost you if you want to buy the premium pack. World Conquest, for example, is part of the premium pack. But you get free maps during the week, and there's a whole bunch of them. And for me, anyway, Risk really shines when you're playing on a map that's not just the boring old standard map. Look at that, Asia in the 1800s. That is pretty cool. I have no idea how balanced some of these maps are, but I certainly like the idea of playing on a bunch of different ones. So we're going to be playing as the Entente powers at the exact moment the Great War was declared. Absolutely, let's jump into this. And so we have a goal. Our goal is to try and defeat the Triple Alliance. It's, easy to medium difficulty, but that's okay because it allows us to talk through some of the mechanics of Risk and just have a little chat sort of about general strategy. And also, how good is this music? Tell me this isn't absolutely brilliant music. It is absolutely delightful. Right, so as I've already highlighted, we have a goal. Now, what we need to be very, very careful of, very, very, very careful of, is what classifies as a continent. So, if you're not familiar with Risk, depending on the territories that you actually control, you will get troop bonuses. So, if we could click the little globe icon down in the bottom right-hand corner here, you can see that if you control the Russian Empire, all of the highlighted green territory, then you will get 4 troops for deployment at the start of your turn. So, at the moment, we actually control that, and therefore, from the next turn onwards, we will get our 4 extra troops. We also control the British Empire and the French Empire at this point. So we will be looking at, what is that, 12 extra troops to add to our base of 3. So we'd be looking at 15 troops at the start of each and every turn. So as long as we're able to defend all of this territory for the start of our next turn, because you only get troops depending on how many troops or how much territory you have at the start of the turn, then we can be looking at a pretty darn good amount of troopage. Now, our goal is to defeat the Triple Alliance. So the red dude right over here. We have a little look. He's already got 3 cards, so he's going to be able to immediately probably deploy a whole bunch of troops on his very first turn. He does have less territory than me, but he's already got more troops as a base than I do. So, we're facing an uphill battle right from the very start, which is what I like. I like that we're in a scenario and we're not just playing the base game of Risk. It's very, very cool indeed. Now, something else that we need to consider is Mr. Green, or should I say Mrs. Green over here, Miss Green, is also going to be a factor in the game, and we will need to see how Mr. Triple Alliance in the middle tackles Miss Green over here. So, it's kind of good at the moment. The German Empire is slightly separated by the neutral faction, the Green faction, Mrs. Green, and there's also Spain, which is controlled by Mrs. Green, and the Ottoman Empire, or what would have been the Ottoman Empire at the time, also controlled by Mrs. Green. So that is pretty darned cool. Also Sweden, Switzerland, and whatnot. Yeah, we'll just sort of take it. Anyway, let's just get to drafting and, stick some troops down, because I'm pretty sure that most people here know how to play Risk. The other thing, actually, that I should mention is that you only get a territory card if you conquer a bit of territory during your turn. So even though strategically I might not want to attack on this turn, I probably should, for the benefit of a strategy token thing. Now, if I was to attack the Triple Alliance, can I attack the Triple Alliance from, what is this? Is this Sicily or Sardinia? Well, one is Sicily, one is Sardinia, or maybe these are both Sardinia, the islands of. It doesn't matter. Anyway, am I able to attack into the central Italian region? I don't think I am. So I probably want to try and conquer the weakest bit of territory that I can get my hands on at this early stage. Probably Denmark. Not Denmark. That's the Netherlands. That's Denmark up there. If only I could get to Denmark. I can't. Yeah, I'd like to try and take the Netherlands. if I could. However, I'm worried that because there is a massive 18 stack right over here, it might expose my French front line to attack. So what I'm gonna do, I need to space out my first 3 troops. Let me place 1 extra troop on Gascony. Sure. Let me place 1 extra troop up in Finland, and let me place 1 extra troop over in Scotland as well. So, yeah, you know, gotta defend the home. Gotta defend the home. We're not actually gonna attack. I know that seems like a little bit of a misplay, maybe. I really do want to attack the Netherlands, but the problem is that if I do attack the Netherlands from Burgundy, then I'm gonna leave a massive troop stack in Bavaria and a massive troop stack in Switzerland to attack into Burgundy, and that is just gonna be able to deal a, you know, catastrophic amount of damage. So I'm gonna pass on this card. We're gonna go into the fortify phase, and we're going to have a little look to see if we want to reallocate any troops from anywhere. I don't really think we do. Maybe I'm actually quite happy with this. Maybe reallocate 1 troop to here. So yeah, we'll go for a 4 to 5 situation. Yeah, we'll do that. We'll do that in there. I think that's a little bit more reasonable. And now we are on to the next turn. Yeah, so Mr. Triple Alliance here received a whole bunch of troops. He received 12 troops, and now he's going to distribute them. Now, we can, of course, choose to skip through once he's finished with his deployment, but I think at least on this occasion, we're gonna, you know, see where he goes. Okay, interestingly, he tried to attack into, what is this, Ukraine? What's the name of this? Yeah, it's Ukraine. Okay. So he tried to attack into Ukraine. He got it. So he's broken my control of the Russian Empire, which is a bit of a bummer. It means that I'm going to miss out on 4 troops. Very, very disappointing on that front. He also managed to gain complete control of the German Empire, which means that he's going to get his large number of troops. But that's okay, because it looks like green is a good counterbalance to Mr. Triple Alliance over here in the center. Okay, so what do we need to do now? I mean, priorities. Our priorities really should be retaining, or at least trying to get back to that front line, i.e. retake Ukraine. That would be really, really good. Let's put 3 troops into... Let's put 4 troops into Gascony over there. And then let's put the rest... In fact, let's put 1 troop into there, yeah, into Scotland, and then the rest of the troops we will stick into Moscow. We could have stuck them into Central Russia, Smolensk, if indeed we wanted to, but I'm not too bothered about that at all. Right, let's go to the next turn, and let's attack into Ukraine. Now, what we can do is we can use a single die, we can use 2 die, or we can use 3 die, or we can use as many die as it takes. Now, this gives us a 95% chance of winning with, you know, whatever it is, 8 troops that we've got. He's got 4 troops defending. So we're going to go for the Blitz. Sure, let's do it. How did we do? Not too badly, I must say. We retained 4 troops in Ukraine, did take a couple of losses, but, you know, at the end of the day, it worked out not too badly. I don't think that we want to attack any further. I mean, frankly, it would be maybe inadvisable. However, I've spotted an opportunity here. My opportunity is to capitalize on Poland's position. Oh, Poland is just not able to reach into Bohemia. I was thinking maybe we could try and slip through the defenses and try and take Bohemia. Similarly, the Netherlands can't reach the Rhine region over there, so that's a little bit of a bummer. How many troops is this dude going to get on the next turn? He's going to get 11. So Germany and Austria combined will be 11 troops. Yeah, I think we just need to fortify at this point. I think we just need to fortify. Yeah, head into fortification, and we will see what we can do. Let me actually move... Let me move 1 troop from Finland over to Ukraine. Brilliant. We get our territory card, and then it is Mr. Triple Alliance's turn. Okay. Oh, is he going to go at me? I think he's going to go at me. He's going to go for Russia. Okay, he's going to go for France. And he's going to go for Italy. I think I'm actually okay with that. That's it? Really? So we get to retain Russia? I mean, he has broken the French Empire, which is a significant number of troopage, but he's not actually gained anything. I mean, he's still got his same number of troops, and I'm very much hoping that that Mrs. Green is going to cause a significant amount of damage. That's not the significant amount of damage that I was actually hoping for, but that's okay. Okay. This is a very, very good opportunity for us, actually. A very, very good opportunity for us to try and break his control of Germany. So his control of Austria has already been broken. So I think we try and push in as deep as we possibly can here. I'm going to stick down all of the cards down on Paris. And then we are just gonna... We're just gonna go. We're just gonna go. Right. Brilliant. Move all the troops, and then let's try and break into the Netherlands. Fantastic. Right, and that is 4 troops right over there. That is brilliant. I don't think that we want to push in any further. I think we want to probably call it right about there. Cool. Let's go back to fortify, and then let's take our troops back into Burgundy. And there, look at that. Only 3 troops. Now, we can't be too... You know, we can't be... we can't be too complacent, because he does frankly have a lot of troops on the board at the moment anyway. However, he's not going to be able to push onto my significant front line. Yeah, I'm very happy about that. That's brilliant. That is brilliant. And because I think Mrs. Green is neutral towards me, I don't think she's going to attack me. At least she hasn't already. I don't know. Maybe that's a little bit... a little bit presumptuous to assume. Look at that. 5 troops for occupying 17 territories. And then all of our continent bonuses as well, which I said earlier totaled 12. So that's 17 troops. That is very, very nice. Very, very nice indeed. Okay, so I think on this occasion we can probably break through. We can probably break through all of his defenses, actually. Yeah, okay, let's go into Burgundy. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to try and go straight through whatever this is, Bavaria, and then into Vienna. So let's do this. Let's go into Bavaria. Okay, that's not too bad. 12 troops is not bad at all. Let's leave the number of troops in Burgundy at 7. I know that's maybe a little bit more passive than I need to be, but that's okay. Vienna is the first port of call. Brilliant. Let's move 6 in there. And then let's go into Bohemia as well, just to cause, you know, chaos as much as we possibly can. And then we'll leave 3 troops in Bohemia and 3 troops in Bavaria. 3 troops in Vienna, 3 troops in Bohemia as well. Brilliant. And then I think we're going to go straight into fortification. Brilliant. And then when it comes to fortification, I think I'm actually going to move the troops from Scotland to Bavaria. I'm going to move all of the troops that I possibly can over to Bavaria. The reason that I'm doing that is when you defend... Oh, he received 6 troops from trading in some cards. Little bit iffy on that. However, I don't think he's going to be able to get through my French front line. If I lose any Central European territory, that's okay with me. Wow, he didn't get through. That's fine with me. That is absolutely fine with me. In fact, that is pretty much the best case scenario, because we're going to be able to come at him again from Burgundy. And I'm going to be able to perhaps trade in some troop cards this time. So that's pretty nice. That's pretty nice indeed. Okay. Yeah, so when you're defending, the defender rolls 2 die, and the attacker can roll up to 3. So it's always good to have at least 2 troops on any territory if there is any reasonable chance that you will ever need to defend it. So, you know, keep that in mind. Cool. We've got 17 flipping cards. How many troops would I get? I would get 12 troops by trading in Madrid, Prussia, and Wales. And we get a bonus because we've got all 3. Cool. All right, let's trade that in. 10 more troops to deploy. We have 27 troops to flip and deploy. I think we can actually clean this guy up right about now. Let's do it. Okay, let's whap all of our troops in Poland. And then let's just go for it. Let's just go on a rampage. A rampage into Prussia. Brilliant. Let's move them all in there. Saxony. Yes, please. Over to... What is this? Galicia? Bohemia. Brilliant. Vienna. Brilliant. And then I'm going to attack from Marseille into Switzerland. There we go. We actually get it as well. That's not too bad at all. Okay, then I'll attack Burgundy into the Netherlands. Brilliant. And then we will attack from Netherlands into Rhine. Might not win it. I do win it. That's brilliant. Okay, and then we attack into Berlin. Wowzers. Those rolls were absolutely phenomenal. And I didn't even see them. But I knew that they must be very, very good. Okay, and then into the final place that we needed to go. Brilliant. Okay, so I mean that was kind of made a little bit easier by the fact that we did have a, I don't want to say ally, but we did basically have an ally because they didn't attack us. We had a non-aggression pact with the Mrs. Green over there, which was quite nice indeed. I mean, this is just single player. I should have highlighted at the very beginning, by the way. You know, you can challenge friends, you can challenge players online. It's like a ranked system as well, and there's also a pass and play mode as well. I mean, I want to jump into another scenario because boy oh boy oh boy, I like that a lot. Why don't we try a little bit more of an abstract map? So there's a pirate pack, I believe, which I don't have. I do have the premium pack. I was given a press code for the premium pack. However, there's a pirate pack as well, which you need to buy separately. Why don't we try battling for the United States? I mean, that sounds fun, doesn't it? That sounds very, very fun. Manual placement, you know what? Yes, we'll turn manual placement off. Fixed card bonus, sure. Fog of War. Let's turn that on. I mean, that seems pretty... That seems like a pretty challenging thing. Medium, blizzards as well. Ooh. I think we'll leave blizzards off. And dice rolls, balanced blitz. I've already explained the concept of balanced blitz. There's also like different game modes that you can play. Zombie apocalypse. Survive the spreading horde of the undead. Ooh, we gotta try that. We gotta try that, don't we? Yeah, let's do that. Cool. Zombie apocalypse. Let's flip and do it. Let's turn off Fog of War, though. All right, so this is gonna be on medium. I'm a little bit apprehensive about this. 3 other players as opposed to me. Let's see how this works. That's right. I'm the commander of the Red Army. Okay, the dead have risen. Every player loses 1 territory each to the undead menace. 5 troops have risen from the dead. Okay, can we fight these guys? Presumably we can fight these guys. Okay. So he tried to attack me and failed. That's always a good sign. So we still want to try and retain control of continents or continent bonuses, which is very, very good news. Presumably, are we allied with these guys? I don't actually know. I don't actually know, but I like it. I just like alternative history, you know, history scenarios. Yeah, let's skip forward. Okay, 5 troops. I didn't actually see if anyone decided to attack me. I suspect that they might have. Now, let's take a little bit of a strategic look to see where we're most likely to get continent bonuses. Southwest is not super inaccessible. Same with the Rocky Mountains. That's definitely conquerable. But I think the area that we probably want to conquer the most is Heartland. The American Heartland, presumably. Yeah, I think that that's imminently doable. He says. Actually, I'm not entirely sure. I think Texas in the Southwest might be a little bit more achievable. Yeah. Purely because there are fewer enemy troops in this area. Yeah, I think this is what we're gonna do. This is maybe a little bit of a risky plan, but we'll give it a shot nonetheless. I don't have any territory cards. Does anyone else have any territory cards? Everyone else has territory cards, apart from the undead. You've got to imagine that maybe the undead can't actually get access to territory cards. Okay, so we're not gonna blitz this. Instead, we're just gonna roll... We're just gonna roll 3. Okay, fantastic. We did that. That was pretty spectacular. Let's move as few troops as we possibly can over there. So we'll retain 7 in New Mexico. And it's literally just Texas and Oklahoma that we need to take over in order to retain everything. We can go for the Blitz, so there's absolutely 100% certainty that we're going to control the area once we're done. And let's go up to Oklahoma. And fantastic. What do you know? We've ended up in complete control of Texas, which I must say I'm very, very happy about. Is there anywhere else that I actually want to attack? I feel like the answer to that question is maybe yes, but I don't want to spread myself too thin. Can I actually attack the zombie dude? I can attack the zombie dude. Let's attack the zombie dude. Attacking zombie, attacker has favor in a tie. Oh, he's not attacking. I'm attacking. Tell you what, we're almost in control of this area. I should have thought about that slightly more sensibly. That's cool. Wisconsin, let's leave troops in Wisconsin. I need to get troops out of Minnesota. This area is very, very well defended for some obscure reason, and I'm not entirely sure why. Yeah, let's continue to fortify, and let's move troops from Minnesota over to Iowa. Yeah, so we'll prepare for a massive attack out of Iowa next turn. Okay, 6 troops have risen from the dead. Is that because he's got control of New England? As well as I imagine that he gets an additive bonus each and every turn, I've got to imagine. So we got to be very, very, very careful about this zombie invasion. Tell you what, it's a good thing that I didn't prioritize getting this area as a continent bonus. That's for sure. Yes, men of Kentucky. We managed to fight back. Brilliant. I'm very happy. Okay, you'll get your troop bonuses. Yeah, fine. Okay, really, really irritatingly, I don't know what your name is. I don't know. You look like, I don't know, Soviet lady. Yeah, you look, I mean, I'm really irritated at you, frankly, because you've pierced Texas. I should have noted that Arkansas borders Texas ever so slightly, which is deeply irritating. And is in fact going to delay my attack into... Nebraska, Kansas, and Missouri in order to control the Heartland. So that's a bit irritating. Southeast, I still have a foothold in the Southeast, which is pretty good. I mean, it's going to take a couple of turns before, you know, the new normal is sort of decided. And also, the good news is that Mrs. Yellow over here, Miss Yellow, is going to have to defend against the zombie invasion. So I'm really, really chuffed that that the zombie invasion has started pretty much as far from me as possible, which is really, really nice. So that's really, really good. Let's throw all of our troops into New Mexico. Sure, and then let's try and move into Texas and hope for the best. That's why I said hope for the best. That didn't really work out very well, did it? Okay, let's see if we can try and go Louisiana into Texas. Yeah, okay. Let's leave that there. Yeah, I think that's okay. Let's leave that there. So 2 troops in Texas, 3 in Oklahoma. That's cool. Okay. So, I think maybe should have used you to attack, actually, but that's okay. Let's see if we can try and maneuver our troops a little bit. I want to probably try and get you guys to the front line in North Dakota. Maybe I move you down into South Dakota, or maybe even into Iowa. I think, you know what? We're going to go big. Let's move all troops to Iowa. Let's do that. We gain a territory card as well because we took back Texas. 9 troops have risen from the dead. Okay, that is actually quite substantial. That is actually really substantial. Right. You've got to imagine that Miss Yellow is going to try and, you know, sort of stem the losses that she's experiencing. Is there any chance of a team-up by any chance here, guys? Or is that just completely impossible? Yes, men, we defended. Men of Kentucky again. Oh, goodness gracious me. Lovely. Okay, don't attack me, please. Don't attack me. You're gonna try and run into... Oh, don't do it. Don't do it. I can feel it coming a mile away. You're gonna destroy... You're gonna destroy Texas. Okay, you know what? We gotta focus. We gotta focus on the Heartland. As far as I'm concerned... As far as I'm flipping concerned, you know, the South has been breached. The Southwest is gone. It is absolutely, without a shadow of a doubt, gone. we want to maintain a foothold in Montana without a shadow of a doubt, because that will allow us to stop the blue dude from gaining all of the Rocky Mountain area. I suspect that it's going to be me and blue who are going to be fighting it out to counter the zombie invasion, which I don't like. I don't like one singular bit. Right. You know what? Let's just go all in on Iowa. Iowa, it's got to be the place where stuff needs to happen. We got to go for it. We got to go for it. Right. Let's attack. Missouri, give me the good rolls. That's a very mediocre roll and probably not enough to allow me to continue to press on. Yeah. Right, let's do that. Yeah, that left a lot to be desired. Let's try and push into Kansas. Good stuff. And I think we probably want to call it there, I would imagine. Yeah, I mean, we can still try and push over into Colorado. I don't really feel the need to do that at all. Nebraska is obviously where we want to go. However, the problem with attacking into Nebraska is that the enemy is going to be defending, as I've already talked about, with 2 die. If I was to attack, because of the fact that I need to leave 1 troop in every state, you can have a minimum of 1 troop in order to control it in the state. Basically, if I wanted to attack, I would only be able to do it with 1 troop, 1 troop, 1 troop, and then 2 troops from Missouri. So we'd never be able to gain the upper hand, so to speak. However, the good news is that we are going to technically be able to bring reinforcements from Texas. Now we can bring them all the way up to wherever it is, South Dakota. That's right. Okay, this zombie invasion is actually becoming a little bit of a problem. Maybe there can be some collective working together or something in order to try and stop the invasion. Yikes. Yeah, I mean, maybe Mrs. Blue should try and defend a little bit better. I can't help but think that that Mrs. Yellow is now entirely out of the game. Oh, no. Attacked me. Yeah, Mrs. Yellow is now out of the game, and I am the next one in line to perhaps get destroyed by zombies. What am I gonna get? I'm gonna get 12 troops, and we get troops in Wisconsin. Sure, that's brilliant. Okay, give me what you got. Where's Wisconsin? I wouldn't know. Okay, Wisconsin is over there. That's really deeply worrying, to be honest. And there's no way that I can somehow start a dialogue with you in order to perhaps chat about stopping the zombie invasion. I think we just got a hole up. We got a hole up in the Heartland. It's got to be done. It's absolutely got to be done, I think. I don't think there's any other way that we can get out of this situation, unless, of course, we stick all of our troops down in one of these places and just make a beeline to try and destroy the Pacific Coast backline that she seems to have. To be honest, you don't get that many troops in the Pacific Coast. It's a nice little bonus, but it's nothing major. You get more for the Heartland. Right, 3 in North Dakota. The vast majority in South Dakota. Yeah, 9 in South Dakota. And then we got 4 left. 1 there. 1 in Missouri. And 2 in Kansas. Okay, I feel like that is just about the best distribution of troops that we could conceivably hope for. Right, let's go and attack. This is looking very, very dodgy, but we're going to do it nonetheless. Brilliant. That was absolutely the best outcome for us. Okay. The bad thing about the Heartland is that it seems to be fairly challenging to defend. I mean, literally every state here is one that can be attacked. I feel like keeping troops in Wisconsin actually maybe isn't the worst thing in the world. We can't actually attack from Iowa or Minnesota, so these 3 troops that we've currently got in Minnesota as a little bit of a buffer. Yeah, that's actually not too bad. We want to try and sort of simplify the areas that we can be attacked from. So I think the next wave of attacks that I undertake will probably be Montana, Wyoming, and Colorado. Because if I expand out there, the number of states that I can be attacked from, because of... I presume this is the mountain region. Because of the big old mountains in the way. Is this the Rocky Mountains? I think this is the Rocky Mountains. Yeah, so because of the Rocky Mountains, it's actually fairly limited. So I can only be attacked from Washington, Idaho. Wyoming can't be attacked by anyone if I take it. And also take Montana and Colorado as well. So there's definitely opportunities for strategy here. I mean, you'd hope so. This is the Obita Potato YouTube channel, ain't it? Okay, let's fortify Iowa. Troops from Iowa. We want to move the troops from Iowa probably to either Missouri or Wisconsin. I mean, Wisconsin's already got 5, so we might as well move them to Missouri, right? I'm still a little bit worried that Mrs. Blue whaps down a whole number of troops in Illinois and just goes absolutely bonkers over there. Kansas as well. You know what? You know, actually, let's just stick them in Kansas. A little bit apprehensive about Kansas because 30 troops. There is no way that I'm going to be able to defend against this. Oh my goodness. That's good, actually. That's good. None of those troop deployments directly threaten me even slightly, I don't think. Yeah, that's really good, in fact. He might take one bit of territory, but that's about it. Yeah, okay. There is a lot of infecting going on right now. And I'm kind of hopeful. I'm very, very hopeful, in fact, that Mrs. Blue, or Miss Blue, takes the opportunity to just go absolutely ham on the zombies. Certainly, there is a little bit of an opportunity for me to go ham up here with my sort of foothold in Wisconsin. 4 troops for occupying 12 territories. Okay, so 6 troops in total, and 12 troops from a trading card. Yes, yes. Go on the zombies. Go on the... No, don't go on me. Don't go on me. Go on the zombies. Yes, good. Oh, that's very not good. That's very not good. The Heartland has been breached. I don't like it. Yeah, you can barely do anything. You can fight back and destroy the zombie bonuses. Yeah, sure. You know, last hurrah. How about that? Wonderful. 3 troops for occupying 8 territories. That seems... I mean, that seems like a criminally low number of troops to have. The problem is with attacking Wyoming, right? Wyoming is the place to attack because it breaks the Rocky Mountains bonus. It is the Rocky Mountains. If I attack from South Dakota or Nebraska into Wyoming, then South Dakota or Nebraska can still be attacked by another state, so I'd need to fortify that somehow, and I just do not have... I don't have the troop counts. I don't have the troop counts for that. That's the problem. That is the problem. The real problem. I need to stick the troops in Iowa. I wish I could trade in some cards right now, but I just can't. I think we just gotta hold on. We gotta hold on until the next turn. We gotta hold on until the next turn. And by hold on until the next turn, I mean we need to attack this turn. We need to retain Missouri somehow. I have no idea how we're gonna do that. But we have to. We physically have to. Right, okay, we're gonna throw the kitchen sink at Missouri, because if we don't throw the kitchen sink at Missouri, then we're gonna have problems. Right, Iowa. Wow! Okay, that was an absolutely exceptional offense. That was unbelievably good. I quite honestly could not have asked for anything better. Iowans, I salute you. Congratulations. You guys did a tremendous job there. That's fantastic. Okay, let's continue to fortify. I'm gonna move troops down from Wisconsin. Just like 1 though. Yeah, just 1 from Wisconsin. Wisconsin is still an area that I'm a little bit apprehensive about. 16 troops from the dead this time. That ain't too bad. Anything that threatens me? Not super likely. Yeah, think this is okay. I think this is okay for us. Okay, that's good. I say nothing that threatens me. Well, it turns out... I was waiting to say, it turns out that Oklahoma held there, but it didn't. It actually didn't. That's fine. Okay, so yellow is actually remarkably still in this game. Alright. Okay, so blue is far and away the big power here. Seriously, blue, if you attack me, what is that going to gain? What is that going to gain for us? Oh, you idiot. Blue, you unbelievable idiot. You unbelievable idiot. Okay. I'm angry. I'm actually horrifically angry. Why would you attack me? I mean, I understand why you're attacking me, blue, but I mean, gosh darn it, I'm not happy about it. Right, 1 troop in Nebraska. And then the rest in Wisconsin. Right. I don't even care if this isn't strategically a sensible thing to do. We're going to do it anyway. Wait, hold on. Can Nebraska not be attacked? No, Nebraska must be able to be attacked. It's just it can't attack at the moment because it's only got one troop in it. Yeah, so we're going to breach the Rocky Mountains to stop you getting that troop bonus. Maybe that's something that I should have done last turn, but it doesn't particularly matter. Decision has been made. The decision was made last turn. I mean, I need to try and get this back somehow. Right. Can we... Yeah, we'll... Oh, God, I don't want to do that. Sure, we'll do that. We'll leave that there for now. Oh, this is just so irritating. Blue, I mean, we're supposed to be defeating the undead. We were supposed to be teammates. Or at least frenemies. Should I try and attack Iowa again? I mean, Iowa has historically proven to be a particularly good area to hold. I think we actually just go to the next turn. Yeah, we'll fortify. We'll fortify on this turn. Let me move the troops back to Nebraska from Wyoming. We get a territory card, so if we survive until the next turn, then we'll be grand. We've just got to hope that green goes on blue. Right, so it turns out nothing much happened. Miss Yellow, back in the game. In kind of a major way. No matching cards. Oh, it's the worst. It's the worst news. It's the worst news in the world. Yeah, yikes. We need to get either a truck in order to get all 3, or we need another car in order to get... Nah, okay, cool. We can break the troop bonus here. Sure, Kansas. Let's go into Kansas here. Alright, into Oklahoma here, should I say. Brilliant. Didn't even lose any troops there. I kind of want to go to Missouri. Kind of want to go to Missouri. But I also don't feel like I have the confidence to do that. In saying that, though... Kansas can't actually be attacked by Colorado. There's 1 troop in Colorado, although you will have more troops to put in Colorado. How many cards do you have? You got 4 cards. Okay, so we're basically just waiting for you to stick down a whole load of troops on the map, which is, frankly, a little bit terrifying. Let's attack into Missouri. Sure. That is just about as good as it flippin' gets. That is just about as good as it gets. We could attack into Iowa. We could attack into Iowa from South Dakota, or even Nebraska, but not from North Dakota. You know what? Let's not actually do that. Let's just continue to fortify. And then let's fortify in a roughly even fashion. Yeah, so 3 troops in Missouri, 4 troops in Kansas. Yeah, we'll do that. And we get a territory card. What territory card did we get? 22 flippin' troops have risen from the dead. Oh, goodness gracious me. Oh, yes, fantastic. Fantastic. We got a combo. That's great. Okay. So, blue has taken control of their territory again. That's fine with me. We can cash in our cards this time. Yes, that is what we're talking about. 2 extra troops in Illinois as well because we get a control bonus. Where the heck is Illinois? Illinois is over there. That's an area that we're probably going to defend anyway. Yeah, so I'm pretty okay with that, to be honest. We need to attack Iowa. It needs to be done. We probably want to do it from South Dakota because we've already got a significant number of troops there. I'm gonna try stick 10 up to 10 troops in South Dakota. That leaves us 7. The remainder of those troops are gonna be stuck in Nebraska. The reason that it's gonna be Nebraska will become obvious in just a second. Because we're gonna try and take out Colorado. That's right, we're gonna try and break. In fact, we've got an opportunity here. We've got an opportunity to try and take over this entire region. Might be a little bit dodgy, but we'll go for it anyway. What I should probably do, actually, prioritize the attack with South Dakota first. Oh, wow. Wowzers. Okay, that was brilliant. Let's leave 7 troops in South Dakota then, shall we? 3 in Iowa for now. Nebraska into Colorado. Fantastic. Straight through there, no problems whatsoever. Now, I did say that perhaps we could do something a little bit sneaky here. Miss Blue has got the vast majority of her troops down in Arkansas. Still a fairly significant number in Nebraska. However, I feel like I've got a little bit of an opportunity to be sneaky here and just go Colorado, New Mexico, Arizona, all of these places around here. So let's flip and go. We're going to destroy the continent bonuses as we go. Into Arizona, fantastic. Not much resistance is being faced, as you can see. California. Nevada. Brilliant. Utah. Fantastic. Yep, no resistance here whatsoever. If we can get Idaho. Oh, fantastic. That's actually really, really good. Let's pause here for just a second. Now let's see if we can move in with North Dakota. Now, I'm going to try and control the situation here a little bit. Win chance is 7%. Yeah, I don't want to unnecessarily throw troops away. So, what is the win chance? It's a 52% win chance if we attack. Let's do it. Okay, we did it. That was pretty much the best case scenario for us. So we actually end up in Montana with a couple of troops. Let's progress to Washington. It's not good. It's not good at all. Let's go Oregon. It's also not good. Yeah, we could have hoped for a lot better there. We could have hoped for a lot better. I was really, really hoping that we'd be able to, you know, in one fell swoop, take the entirety of the western coast. Doesn't look like that actually ended up happening. But it is what it is. You know, you win some, you lose some. And the fact of the matter is that, you know, Miss Blue is still stuck next to a horde of zombies. Also, maybe I should have thought about attacking Miss Yellow. Is there any way that I can do that? Because if I was able to attack Miss Yellow, then I'd be able to get her cards. And how many cards does she have? She's got 5 flipping cards. I should have prioritized that, actually, instead of faffing around over here. Let's fortify. Let's fortify over... Let's fortify over here, actually. I feel like this is a... It's not a perfect bulkhead, because we've got a little bit of a chink in the armor over here. We should probably fortify over here then, if that's the case. Sure, fortify over in Colorado. We get a card. I reckon Miss Yellow is going to get taken out. The only hope that I have is that Miss Yellow is taken out by the zombie horde. Yes, get taken out by the zombie horde. Oh, that's so lame. Okay. This is good. Okay, so we control the Heartland. I think Blue, Miss Blue did get Yellow's cards. Miss Blue, however, is in a serious pickle at this moment. At serious form of picklage. she will almost certainly, in fact, there is no conceivable situation in which she doesn't get a whole gargantuan amount of troops in the next turn. So we better make sure that there is no weaknesses in our armor. In fact, the good news is, however, is that she doesn't even have control of... Oh no, she's got control of the southeast, but I think that we can stop that with just a little extra troopage here. Right, we need to get some more defenses. Up to 6. Yep, up to 6 everywhere along this area here. Cool. That leaves us with 8 troops. I think 8 troops is going to be enough to take out this area up here. Montana into wherever it is. Washington. 75%. The maths are in our favor. Come on. 78. Yes! Okay, brilliant. We've managed to do it. We've managed to do it. It still leaves us in a precarious situation. However, I'm an optimist. I'm an optimist. The most heavily defended area is this line over here. I think that's okay. Missouri, we could go into Arkansas. Do I want to go into Arkansas to get rid of that troop bonus? I think I kind of do. Yeah, let's go for it. Okay, that's actually perfect for us. Okay, I don't want to go any further. I do not want to go any further. All that I want to do is continue to fortify, and I would like to move all of those troops that I just attacked with right back into Missouri. Brilliant. We get our territory bonus card. 13 troops have risen from the dead. Please continue to attack Blue Boy over here. Do not attack me over here. Brilliant. You didn't even manage to break through. That's fantastic. Okay, so Blue Boy, I mean, man, we're going through the names like crazy fast here. Blue didn't really seem to manage to do anything, and suddenly we're sitting on 18 troops. That's right, we're about to deploy 18 troops, not even with a card bonus. Unfortunately, we're not even able to get another card bonus at this moment in time, which is very, very disappointing indeed. Does the zombie hold cards? I don't actually know. I don't actually know if that's the case. I don't want to say that I'm going to single-handedly defeat the zombies, but it does seem like I'm going to single-handedly defeat the zombies here. Right, 7 troops over there. 18 flipping troops over here. That does seem rather a lot. Right, 9 in New Mexico. 2 in Missouri. And the last one. Last one over there. Sure. Yeah, not too bad. Not too bad at all. Right, where do we want to attack? Do we want to attack anywhere? This is the problem, by the way, with having a very, very weak backline. Is that if this 18 stack in Oklahoma is able to get through anywhere, they can basically just do exactly what I did to her and just retake the entirety of the West Coast, which would be less than ideal. Suboptimal, I would say. Can we attack Tennessee? No, we can't attack Tennessee from Missouri. That seems a little bit hyper unrealistic. Do I want to attack? I mean, I desperately do want to attack. What are our chances? 75 if I was to attack. If I was to attack into Texas. I don't like the odds of 75, to be honest. You've got 3 cards, so you'll probably be able to get one next turn. I need a card this turn, and I haven't optimized for getting a card this turn. Do we want to try and attack Michigan? 100% chance? Okay, let's attack Michigan then. The good news about attacking Michigan is that we end up getting a card, but importantly, Wisconsin is no longer attackable from Michigan, so we've only actually sort of shifted the front line as opposed to opening ourselves up to more potential aggression. Right, let's fortify. Let's move the backup troops that we've got sitting in Iowa. Let's move them over to Michigan. We get our card. What is the card? Is it a good one? Is it a good one? Okay, doesn't look like we're necessarily in any danger over here. This is the only real front line that I have with the zombies. Oh, that's fantastic. That is absolutely brilliant. You end up destroying Mrs. Blue's front line as well, or Miss Blue's front line. That's brilliant. Okay, we've got 2 trucks and 2 cars. That sucks. That actually sucks. Pretty hard, actually. Okay. What is Miss Blue gonna do? Are you gonna attack me with this 18 stack? Probably are, right? You're gonna face... I don't want to say you're gonna face... Wow, you're not even gonna attack me? I mean, that is fantastic. And that gives us 18 troops to deploy wherever we darned well choose to do so. I feel like the answer to this question, I feel like the solution to this equation is to attack the stack. Yeah, I think we do it. I think what we do is we go New Mexico, Oklahoma, Texas, Louisiana, and we finish in Louisiana. Yeah. Maybe we put all of our troops in Colorado instead, rather than attacking from New Mexico into Oklahoma, i.e. if we start in Colorado, we're able to attack into Oklahoma. And if that attack fails, we can always bring the backup troops from New Mexico down into Texas, because we'll always have backup troops in Kansas and Missouri to attack any remaining troops in Oklahoma, whereas there's only a certain number in Texas. Let me bump this up to like 12. In fact, let's bump it up to 14. Yeah, bump that up to 14, and then stick the remainder in Colorado. Now, what are the odds? What are the odds of us attacking into Oklahoma? 70%? That's good enough for me. That's good enough for me. Into Texas, 100% chance. It was just a matter of how many bodies it takes in order to retake the Alamo. And into Louisiana. That failed. Okay. That's a bit of a bummer. Somewhat of a surprise. Not the end of the world, though. Not the end of the world at all. We got our territory card. That's what matters. We actually end up in control of the continent, which is really, really nice. And we've taken out the largest stack on the board, which is without a shadow of a doubt a really, really big thing. We can reinforce from whatever state that is, Kansas, into Texas. Puts us in an okay position. I still am not entirely convinced that I'm going to get attacked here. That's good. That's really good. That's really good for me, that is. I don't know why the blue dude didn't decide to try and retake the Heartlands of the Rocky Mountain. And you get 3 troops. Wow, blue gets 3 troops and receives 6 troops from trading cards. That is miserable. There's nowhere for you to fight. There's nowhere for you to try and retake. You're gonna try and get the continent bonus of the Southeast, I guess? Maybe. And then you're gonna fortify, and I get 23 flippin' troops. I mean, that is absolutely phenomenal. I do have a card. I've got a card. Oh, fantastic. North Carolina and Kentucky. I don't have either of those, do I? North Carolina. Where's the North Carolina? It's over here, and Kentucky. Yeah, okay. So they're both owned by the blue dude. You know what? I think we take our money and run, to be honest. 2 more troops in Michigan, which is actually quite a good place for them to be. Let's stick 3 additional troops in Illinois, just to, sort of repel the zombie hordes. I don't want to place any troops in Missouri, actually. I think that we can wipe out blue this turn. Maybe that's a little bit of overconfidence there. However, we do have a fairly significant force. Right, let's just place the rest of the troops in Texas, and then let's just see what we can do. Right. Good stuff. Keep it moving. We'll see what happens when we get to... We'll see what happens when we get to North Carolina. Do I want to go... I want to go Tennessee first. In fact... Yeah, I want to go Tennessee first. Then we want to go Alabama. Yep, Alabama. And then we want to go Florida. And then we want to go Georgia. And then we want to go to the last place. We want to go to South Carolina. So there's still a 100% chance to win. There we go. Brilliant. We defeat you. Fantastic. And we get 2 of her territory cards. I'm going to move all of the troops into South Carolina. Yeah, and then that will be a buffer against North Carolina, which is pretty important, really. And then I think we're going to try and fortify, and we're going to move our Missouri troops to... We're going to try and move them to Tennessee. I think all of the fronts that we've got that are facing the zombies at the moment are... They're all under control. The only... In fact, that's probably the area that I'm worried about the most. Yeah, the front with Tennessee and Kentucky. It seems that the way that the zombie builds up, and it's taken me until now to realize, but he gets troops depending on how much territory he controls. So it's, you know, it's good for him to control territory. Right, can we cash some cards? We can indeed. Brilliant. Arizona, Idaho, all of them. Brilliant. An extra couple of troops to deploy. Don't mind if I diddly do. What's the next bonus that we can get? We can get a bonus from the Highlands or the Midwest. Let's see if we can try and take both of those. 8. 8. Brilliant. And let's stick 5 in here. And then let's stick the rest in over there. Okay. Brilliant. I think this is us ready. Let's go. We only lose 3 troops in the invasion of North Carolina. That ain't too shabby at all. We can actually access South New England from North Carolina, if you can believe that. Okay, that does kind of worry me a little bit. If I was to attack South New England, then North New England... No, sorry, Central New England would be able to attack me, so I'm not going to do that. But I am going to try and attack Virginia, but I'm going to try and attack in just a second. Let's go Tennessee to Kentucky first. Brilliant. And then let's attack into West Virginia. Oh my goodness. We're on fire. Let's go Illinois, Indiana. Very, very good stuff. And then let's go Michigan, Ohio. Actually, hold on. Can Michigan attack anywhere else? No, literally only Ohio. So let's go into Ohio then. Fantastic. And then let's go South Carolina to Virginia. Fantastic. And then I'm going to make sure that we keep the troops roughly even. Yeah, so something like that. Just to make sure that we can't get attacked from New England. That's kind of the most important thing. And then what we will do is we will proceed to fortification, and we will fortify all of our troops from Indiana over to West Virginia. So there is a singular front. I mean, this game is all about making sure that you, in my opinion, have acute control of exactly who's able to fight you from where. That seems to be the main thing. I mean, at this point, I don't want to say that it's a given, but it's pretty much a given that we're gonna manage. Let me see. I'm gonna put about... Yeah, I'm gonna put about 10 troops on West Virginia, and then the rest are gonna go into North Carolina. Do I have a card? I do not have a card at the moment. A little bit disappointing. And let's go into the attack phase. I'm going to attack New England with everything I've got, and I lose literally nothing in the process. Wow. So that kind of changes the plans a little bit, because I was thinking, you know what? I'm probably just going to take New England and see if he throws a couple of bodies, literally, into me, and we'll see what happens after that. But I think now we might be able to finish it out. Yeah, nice. Good job. Okay, let's go into Central. Fantastic. And then it's going to be a 25 versus a 7 stack. What do you know? I have slain the undead and conquered my opponents. I am actually shocked. I am actually shocked that that ended up happening as it did. That was actually pretty darn good. Yeah, so we played the scenario first. The scenario was the World War I, which was actually really, really cool. I mean, the scenario, I guess, it gave me the objective to defeat the Triple Alliance, whereas the zombie map that we ended up playing on, or the American the American map, the United States American map that we ended up playing on, that was just sort of a free play. That was pretty cool, actually. That was pretty darn cool. Control every territory while fighting off a zombie horde. So it's basically world conquest, but with zombies. And the zombies, I think, had slightly different rule sets with regards to how many troops they get each and every turn. Capital conquest, world domination, 5-round rumble, 70% domination. I mean, look, this game is really nifty. I like it. I like it a lot. I like it a lot. As I say, there's a whole bunch of maps. Look at that. Earth 2209 AD. I mean, what the heck is that? That looks absolutely ridiculous. Roman Empire, the Ottoman Empire. I mean, look at that. That looks incredible. That looks incredible. Britain, that's pretty darn cool. Fantasylands, Rivertown, Alcatraz I saw right there. That's very cool. Supermax Prison. I mean, there's a whole bunch of stuff. I mean, this would be a really, really interesting one. You know, there's whatever 6, 7 central areas where you can really fight, and then, you know, all of this territory that each person would own. The last guard left the prison. Who takes control? Exactly. And then, of course, if you are indeed interested in playing the old El Classic Risk, then you can do just that. Yeah, we haven't even touched on the online mode, but that's okay. Ladies and gents, I hope you've enjoyed this little strategy showcase. My name, of course, has been Open Potato. This has been Risk. It's developed by SMG Studio and published by the same chaps. Of course, Risk is a trademark of Hasbro, and it's originally a board game as well. So if you're interested in playing Risk on the the proper old-fashioned board game, you're more than welcome to do so. I'd thoroughly recommend that you do. It's a pretty fun game. I like it. I like it a lot. Thank you very much for watching, folks. Thanks as ever to my fantastic Patreon supporters who help make videos like this possible. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.